Hello and welcome to the News Brief GSN for Friday, July 25th, 2025. Thanks so much for tuning in today. What is happening here at our parish at Good Shepherd here? Well, we've got our volunteer appreciation thing, which we're getting all ready for this evening. In case you did receive an invitation, it's happening inside, so we're taking care of that. So in case there was any confusion, is it happening? It is. So that is happening tonight, but inside. This weekend, we have our El Salvador delegation debriefing, which is always a great process to hear from the most recent delegates of their experiences there in El Salvador and El Buen Pastor. If you have possibly considered going to this wonderful opportunity, I encourage you. It's not for everybody, but it is a great opportunity. It's one of my favorite trips I've ever taken. It's really wonderful to meet the community down there at El Buen Pastor and get to know them and everything. So that debriefing meeting is happening this Sunday at 7 p.m., probably in the narthex, because we're still working on the floors in the social hall. They're coming along. They've got their primer down, so don't be confused if you see a red floor this weekend. That is not the floor that we have, although it looks pretty nice. That's the primer, getting everything ready to put the tile onto those floors. So that is what's happening there. We have our blood drive this Monday, so Monday the 28th from 1 to 6 p.m. The truck for the blood drive will be here. So if you are available to give blood, it would be very much appreciated. That's this Monday. Also, this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we have an opportunity for service to help out with some projects that we need to get taken care of. Great option for the kids that need service hours and for also adults. Someone asked if we could have an evening session as well. We don't have that planned yet, but let's see what we can get taken care of so far. So on Monday, July 28th, there are times from 9 to 12 and 12 to 3 to help out with washing tables, getting tables and chairs cleaned and getting ready for the school. On Wednesday, we need to take care of the island out there and outside the church has really gotten overcome with weeds, and just we really need to beautify that space. So that's again 9 to noon or noon to 3. And then finally, the last opportunity would be getting some help with just various setup for the church and everything. So that's 9 to noon, 12 to 3. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, service opportunities. There are these signups that will be outside the parish, outside the church. So please consider signing up for that. We would greatly appreciate it. Thanks. We are looking also for volunteers for our funeral luncheons. We have a wonderful team, but we're always looking to expand that team. So here's some more information, contact information for Debbie. And if you'd be interested to help out with that, that would be most appreciated for our funeral luncheons to really help people in that time of grieving. On Sunday, August the 10th, we are going to bless our new graduates and send them off. So we ask them to gather at the 10 o'clock Mass, and then there'll be a blessing and then a brunch. So for all of our graduates from 2025, I think it's a great idea for blessing those going on to their new adventures. That's 11 o'clock, Sunday, August the 10th. And I think that's pretty much all that I have to report this week. There's lots of things that are going on as we are preparing for the starting up of the program year and of the school year. Veronica Olivares had what I heard was a great meeting with the parents, kind of talking about the new systems that are going on for our religious education and how we're changing up the system a little bit, doing some things differently. I'm seeing more and more teachers as they're coming in for our school as they are getting ready to start a new school year. They've been working hard. I mean, I see lots of them over the course of the summer, but they're just kind of more and more coming in, and lots of preparation is happening as it's getting close now. We're not even in August yet, but there's a lot of planning that goes in to have such a great school. So that is happening. There will not be a GSN next week. This is my final trip of the summer. This is my trip to the tabletop game convention in Indianapolis known as Gen Con. Some people think it's Comic Con. they're cousins, but they're not the same thing. So that's where I will be next week. So there will not be a GSN next week. I head out on Tuesday and I come back on Monday. This is actually, pretty sure according to my records, I haven't missed a weekend since last Gen Con. So it's the first time I'll be gone for a full weekend for a year. And I've missed masses here and there, but like I had a wedding or something, so I couldn't do the 5 o'clock mass. But I've been around every weekend since last summer. So it'll be nice to be at a different place. And I enjoy making that road trip with my friends, Father Andrew Strobel and Father Josh Worth. Father Josh is from the Diocese of Salina. So we will drive out there on Tuesday and drive back on Monday. Father Ron Lavoyevich will be covering most of everything while I am gone. I've got a little bit of help also for confessions on Thursday. So things will go along as normal, but, well, not as normal, but the schedule will go on, and Father Ron will be here, and so that'll be a nice chance for him to be here kind of consistently for all those daily masses and for the weekend masses next weekend. So that's pretty much what I have to report. This weekend I have all the masses, actually, because Father Wilson is on a retreat in Colorado with some youth from his previous parish. So he had that previously arranged, and so I'm happy to say, yeah, go for it. And he'll be gone this weekend, and then he comes back Tuesday. So we'll miss each other as he comes in and I am leaving. So hope you have a great week, and we will see you in a couple weeks. Happy end of July.